Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, December 11th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I'm not going to lie, it was a whirlwind weekend in Boston, and I am beat. Flew up for the Army-Navy game, which is always fun despite this year's outcome. More on that in a minute. And just a quick reminder, in case you're not signed up, we do have that daily news recap newsletter. It's a great for news that happens after this drops in the mornings and also what happens over the weekend. It's local, it's free, it hits your email inbox every night at 7 p.m., and I'm going to drop a link right here in the show notes. Anyhow, we have a whole lot of news to catch up on, so shall we? This first one dates back to Wednesday, and the APD was a bit late in releasing it, but the Annapolis police are investigating a non-contact shooting in Parole. A man was shot at in the shopping center on Somerville Road, and this is the Lidl Kohl's Center. It happened about 3:40 p.m. in the afternoon, and a man and his daughter were approached by three suspects who demanded the cash he had on hand. APD, for some reason, is not releasing a whole lot of information, but this sounds an awful lot like the robberies at banks that we have been seeing all over the county. Anyhow, the victim did refuse. He was hit with a handgun, and shots were fired. His daughter ran into a neighboring business, screaming, "They are going to, quote, shoot my daddy." The three fled in a red crossover vehicle. The police do not have any suspects. The man did sustain injuries, but that was from being hit by the gun, not by being shot. And speaking of the APD not really releasing any information, a while back we told you about the man who was stabbed after leaving the Royal Farms convenience store in Eastport. Now, we have learned that he is a Naval Academy graduate, a longtime Eastport resident who just purchased a new home in Eastport and has just started a new business. We hear the police have obtained an arrest warrant because the suspect had apparently dropped his pay stub, and one might hope that he is already being arrested, considering that this was a completely random crime. Equally as terrifying in the county, over at Quiet Waters Park. On Thursday morning, two women and their children were held up at gunpoint in the park. This was at 9:15 a.m., which is shortly after it had opened for the day. According to police, a black male in his late teens wearing blue jeans and a gray hoodie approached them from behind with a handgun and demanded their wallets, cell phones, and keys. They did comply, and the suspect fled and stole one of their cars, a white Audi, which was parked outside of the park on Hillsmere Drive. All three of these incidents really stress how important it is to be always aware of your surroundings at all times. On Thursday, a Baltimore man was killed in a single-vehicle crash on Fort Smallwood Road near Bar Harbor in Pasadena. Police initially reported only that the car left the roadway and struck a utility pole, killing the passenger and critically injuring the driver. And then the next day, we get information from the Attorney General's office that they are investigating this crash and that it came to light that the vehicle was traveling at a high rate of speed, and two officers were pursuing them without any emergency lights activated on their cruisers. There is no dash cam footage, but there is body-worn camera footage. The AG will be releasing more information in the coming weeks. All right, let's talk Army-Navy. It was a disappointing result. Army won 17-11. Navy was lackluster, and that is really pretty a generous term, for all but the final 4 minutes of the game as they tried to mount a rally. With almost 3 minutes left in the game, Army was ahead 17-3 when Navy scored a touchdown and missed a 2-point conversion, bringing it to 17-9. They got a chance at a final drive, and they got it to the 1-yard line and tried that old tush-push to get it over the line with about 3 seconds to play, but came up short and turned the ball over on downs. They were able to force a safety on Army and put up another 2 points to make the final 17-11. Now, I've read several articles saying how Navy, quote, just missed winning this game. And that's just not true. At 17-9, they needed a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion to simply tie the game. And with seconds on the clock, it just wasn't happening. This performance has given the program some food for thought in the offseason for sure. I'm not sure that anybody expected Coach Newberry to turn it all around in a single season, so we're going to see what happens next September. There's going to be some new art in Westgate Circle. The Annapolis Arts and Public Places Commission has selected 3 artists to be considered for the sculptures. You can see them and submit comments at annapolis.gov/APPC. And on December 26th, the artists will present their ideas. It'll be aired on YouTube. We have all 3 mock-ups on eyeonannapolis.net for you to check out. The 3 artists are Jay Coleman, who is a DC muralist and sculptor, Tristan Al-Haddad, who is an Atlanta sculptor, and local muralist Cindy Fletcher Holden, who is responsible for a number of murals around town and was the co-creator of the large mural on the Arundel Center. Hopefully you caught our Canines and Crosstreks on Friday with Chop and Buddy, and hopefully you have some room in your heart and home for either of them. If you missed it, go back and give it a listen, and then go on down to the SPCA and adopt one of them. On Saturday, we spoke with the folks from Langton Green, which I actually really enjoyed. I learned a whole lot of stuff about all the great stuff that they're doing for other people in our community. So you do want to give that a listen. And I guess that's a wrap. Thank you first and foremost, and also a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake Inn, Scout and Molly's. Ann Covington is here with her Monday Money Report, and George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecasted weather report you'll find. All that's coming up for you in just a bit, so hang around.
Hey, college football fans, let's go bowling. The National Capital Region's college football bowl game is the Military Bowl, presented by GoBowling.com. 2023 will feature the Virginia Tech Hokies battling the Tulane Green Wave on Wednesday, December 27th at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. Get your tickets now at militarybowl.org. The Military Bowl, much more than a game. The Military Bowl benefits active duty and veteran service members. So get ready, Annapolis. It's Virginia Tech and Tulane in the Military Bowl, presented by GoBowling.com. Visit militarybowl.org. When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, December 11th. Skies should start to clear out later today across the Annapolis region after yesterday's rains and maybe a little additional rain or snow mix this morning, but it'll be much colder today with gusty winds, which will add an extra chill to the air. But the week ahead looks fairly calm and dry, albeit a bit chilly on the whole tomorrow through Saturday, with the next chance for rain possibly coming Sunday. Look for highs today around 45 degrees with winds gusting over 35 miles per hour at times, with overnight lows down into the upper 20s to maybe lower 30s, ahead of sunshine in 40s Tuesday through Thursday, with more sun Friday and Saturday, with highs jumping up a little bit into the 50 to 55 degree range, with a small chance for some showers on Sunday as temperatures stay in the low to mid 50s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Experience the magic of the holiday season at Lights on the Bay, celebrating the 100th anniversary of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Bring your family and furry friends to Sandy Point State Park for a 2-mile scenic drive featuring more than 60 spectacular displays, including this year's brand new theme, North Pole Adventure. Admission is only $20 per car. Discounts are available through our generous sponsors. All proceeds benefit the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Lights on the Bay, open nightly from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Ann Alsina, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The market finished up last week as the jobs report showed the economy continues to be resilient, while ongoing low unemployment raises hopes of the holy grail of the Federal Reserve Bank, a soft landing rather than a recession. The strong labor market also dashed hopes of a rate cut anytime soon. As we approach year-end, this is a good time to evaluate your retirement plan contributions for next year. First, make certain you are contributing at least enough to receive the full match from your employer. Some plans only match when you are contributing, so front-loading contributions may work against you. It's often better to spread out contributions across the entire year. The match is also not dependent on the type of contributions you make. Both traditional and Roth contributions are eligible for the company match. Talk with your tax professional about which type of contribution makes the most sense for you. If you have room in your budget to save more, employer-sponsored plans are usually a cost-effective and easy way to do so. The maximum you can contribute in 2024 is $23,000. If you are 50 or older, you can contribute an additional $7,500 a year for a maximum of $30,500. Think of the catch-up contribution as a higher limit and not a separate contribution that you make. The IRS did delay the implementation of part of the Secure 2.0 Act. Previously, if you earned more than $145,000 in 2024, your catch-up contributions would automatically be Roth or after-tax contributions. To give companies time to amend their retirement plans, this has been delayed to 2026. Some employers do offer a special Roth option, known as the Mega Backdoor Roth. If your company's plan allows it, you can contribute additional money post-tax to your plan. Then that post-tax contribution can be converted to the Roth portion of your account. If you have room in your budget for additional savings, this is something to discuss with your financial advisor and tax professional. Your action item this week is to find something to be grateful for. There will always be someone with more, but there is also always someone with less. Take a moment to find happiness and appreciate what you have this holiday season. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented for educational purposes only. Does not intend to make an offer or solicitation for sale or purchase of any specific investment securities or investment strategies. Investments may involve risk unless otherwise stated or not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and/or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.